what's up, Sons? Joker here, and today I wanted to bring you some huge tech news. For a long time now, a lot of people have been waiting for the 800 series of Nvidia graphics cards to come out, and we know they're right around the corner. We've known this for the past couple months now. We know they're just right around the corner. Everyone that's out there running on 500 and 600 series are just like, oh, I don't want to get a 700. I'm just going to wait to upgrade on the 800 series. Well, guess what? There is no 800 series now. That's right. They're skipping the 800 series. They're going straight to the 900 series. Now, what does this mean exactly? Well, it just means we're getting the same exact chips with a different number. But what's the story behind all of that? First off, recently there was some leaked photos of a mobile graphics chip, which everyone had assumed was going to be the 880MX or the 870MX. Everyone thought that's what the code name for it was. It turns out that those mobile chips are actually going to be the 980M and the 970M, respectively. So this basically left Nvidia kind of in, a mixed situation where they were like, well, do we want to have a generational gap in the naming of the series? Which is something they've never had before. They've always had like the 780M out at the same time as the 780 desktop model. So it might create some confusion with people as far as, what is on the same level playing field. So with the mobile chips going to be the 980M, they've now decided to take the 880, which is going to be the desktop processor. They're changing that to the 980. It's still the GM204 chip that we were expecting. We do have confirmation that it is going to have 4 gigabytes of DDR5 memory. 4 gigabytes, very, very nice. That should be good for some high resolution gaming, or for some of these other games out there like Titanfall and maybe some upcoming titles that are requiring a little bit more VRAM when it comes to running all the high resolution textures and things like that. Also paired with the 4 gigabytes of DDR5 memory is a 256 memory bus, which may sound like a bit of a downgrade from the 700 series, but you have to remember, or if you don't know, I'll let you know right now, that the Maxwell architecture actually does not require as large of a memory bus as the Kepler architecture. It runs a lot better. It runs better on a smaller memory bus. It doesn't require as much space. So, it's not. It doesn't. People were expecting like a 512-bit memory bus, things like that. We can expect to get pretty good performance out of the 256 bus from the Maxwell architecture. Even though it is less than what was on the Kepler, it's not going to necessarily mean it's going to be worse than Kepler. As of right now, Nvidia is kind of being hush-hush on the whole thing. They haven't commented on the story, but I'm going to include a couple links down below in the description, so you can check those out if you want to read up about this yourself. There's a couple of websites there. But as far as official announcements, Nvidia has a big press conference scheduled for either the 9th or the 10th in September. I don't know why there's some sort of fluctuation on the date. There's no firm date yet on it, but it's expected to be the 9th or the 10th of September. And that's when they're probably going to do their big keynote speech, and they're gonna announce it. And the NDA for these 980 and 970 is expected to lift on September 19th. So what does that mean? NDA, that's a non-disclosure agreement. Typically in the past, when the NDA lifts, that is when the card is out. It's the same with video games. Like if you see a video game reviews usually will come out the day that the game comes out. The reason being is that the reviewers might get the games early, but the NDA doesn't get lifted until the day it comes out. So on September 19th, you can expect to see lots of video content from all your favorite YouTubers like Linus Tech Tips, Tech of Tomorrow, Hardware Canucks, Tech Yes City, all the big guys out there. They'll probably all have videos coming out at the same time with 980s and 970s and stuff like that right around September 19th. So that's going to be the big date to watch for, folks. And you can watch for me to be getting them as well. I'm going to be getting 2, not 1, but 2 GTX 980s. Why? Because I'm a fucking mad bastard. And secondly, because I got a buddy that's wanting to buy my 2 780s off of me. So the upgrade is going to be fairly affordable. With the cards coming out, they're actually looking to keep it at relatively the same price point as what they have right now. The 980 is expected to launch at $499, while the 970 is expected to come at $399. And there's also rumored, it's not confirmed yet, but they're expecting the 960 to come out in October, and that should be around $299. Again, that is rumor and speculation at this point, but based on their past and how their schedule usually is, we can expect the 960 to probably roll out in October if that's the card you're waiting for. But that's going to wrap it up for this tech news, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, stick a like in the video below. It helps me out a lot. Dislike it if you disliked it. And as always, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at JokerSlunt. Or you can come back here anytime quickly by just going to jokerslunt.com. And just a quick throw it out there, if you're looking for deals on games, Windows 8, anything like that, you can go ahead. I have a reference link down below for G2A. Absolutely amazing website. Check them out. I guarantee you won't find games at a better price anywhere else. Bar none. Nowhere else will you find better game prices than you find on G2A. I'll catch y'all slunts next time. Ta-ra!